Welcome to Fire Leo Tarot. I'm a tarot reader and intuitive. Shout out to all my lovely Fire Leos. So today, Leo, I pulled a mutual card for you and your person. Now I want to say this. All right, what you guys pulled in the Love Oracle deck was passion. So I feel like this connection is very hot, heavy. You really like this person likes you. But I am getting an energy though, Leo, you wonder, is it a situation where it is just too sensual or I just feel like there's this energy where you're just not sure about it. You have like 1 foot in, 1 foot out because you're wondering if this is a situation that is just too good to be true. I feel like you did a lot of healing. You're like, listen, I can't come up out of my 9 of Cups energy, my healing energy, to just put myself in a situation that is just purely sexual, that just only feels passionate. All right, now I know that there's a lot of chemistry with you and this person, right? There's a strong magnetic attraction, but for your person, they pulled soulmate. Okay, so they're really seeing you as that one, that end all be all. You might be wondering, are they a bit overzealous at this time? You might be feeling like it's too early to call. Okay, but let's see where you're at. Then I'm gonna pull for your person. What do we have here for the lovely Leo? Okay, Temperance. Yeah, Leo, it's like Sagittarius energy. I feel like you prefer to wait just a little longer, like just a little bit, like just let's see how this goes. Let's just see how this plays out. Let's just see if we're really feeling each other. I feel like why this person is in good standing with you, Leo, is because they're just as generous as you. I feel like there's equal give and take when you guys are at your best. So I'm getting an energy here, Leo, where it's like you haven't had this level of, I want to say, certainty with someone this soon. Okay, and I feel like that's a little bit off-putting, which is interesting because I feel like normally you'd be jumping for joy, like, yeah, this person's generous, this person's like this person like that. But you also wonder, like, is this something that is long-term? Is it sustainable? Because with the 7 of Cups, you've been disillusioned before. Okay, you had some people out here who have bamboozled, okay, duped and hoodwinked the Leo. And that's not something that you can afford to happen to you. All right, so let's see what's going on. Why is Temperance here? Why is Temperance here for the Leo? Yeah, the Hermit. Yeah. Leo, you could have Virgo highly aspected in your chart or you're dealing with the Virgo, but I feel like you have no problem detaching from a situation. You're like, listen, as soon as this shit starts looking funny, I'm going. I feel like that's a decision that you already made too. And the thing is, it will be rather easy for you to do that because you've detached from a situation that you really cared about before. All right, could have been a past person, maybe even this person for some of you guys. But I feel like you've had practice in having to detach while you were still in love with someone, knowing that that was in your best interest. It was very uncomfortable, though. Very uncomfortable. Okay. So you're willing to detach if need be. I feel like you think a lot about this person. You also, Leo, you're very, I want to say, like, you dot all your I's and cross all your T's when it comes to what this person says and does. I feel like you just wait for them to make a wrong move or a funny move. You be like, yep, I'm getting the fuck on. Absolutely not. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Like, you can be in, but you can also be out. Heavy Sagittarius here. I also feel like, Leo, you're wondering if this is truly their nature, right? With the Lovers card here, right? Because Lovers card can indicate a very deep bond happening here. But it could also indicate someone having options, someone being in a non-committal energy. So I feel like you think about that. I feel like you're trying your best, though, to ignore that side of your intuition or that side of your mind because you're like, okay, I might be wrong. Let me just look at this purely as a pure kind of connection here. But I feel like, Leo, you do look into this person. Like, you look deep into them, what they say, what they do, how they act, their mannerisms, everything, just to kind of detect. I feel like you're almost like a human lie detector, Leo. You cannot run past shit. Cannot run shit past the Leo. Okay, give me more. There's a lot of passion here. Like, a lot of passion here. The Moon. Wow, you're pulling a lot of majors here, Leo. I feel like part of you thinks that this person is hiding something. Something about you feel like this person is hiding something. There's a huge level of skepticism that I'm feeling in your energy. You're just a little bit skeptical. Things feel good, they look good, but I'm just getting heavy skepticism from the Leo. From Leo, as I pick the deck up, we have this devil staring at me. So I feel like you're wondering if you'll uncover something, or maybe like you research them. You're that type to, go above and beyond trying to research them, looking up their background check kind of energy. Okay, give me this. What is this? I also feel like you're really scared. Very scared. Okay, why is the Moon card here? Why is the Moon card here? Okay, another major arcana. Okay, Leo. So there's fear again. Here's a Seven of Cups energy, but there's mostly fear because you guys are moving forward, and it feels like it could be too quick, and you feel like you're moving forward, not knowing enough. Because with the Seven of Cups, this is like you feeling like, okay, I like this person, but everything that glitters is not gold. You're wondering if this is long term. I feel like that's your main question. It's like that's the cliffhanger kind of energy. And as I say that, we have the Hangman here. All right, so there's definitely a bit of fear here. Now let me see what's going on with your person, because now I'm like, what the hell is all? Why are they making you feel this? Like you gotta pull out your goddamn flashlight and some. Okay. What's going on with this person and their energy toward my lovely Leo? What is this, Spirit? Okay, because they're feeling like, yes, this is a soulmate. You might feel like they get too damn excited, Leo. Like, listen, you just met me. Calm the fuck down. Like that kind of energy here. Or it's like we still have uncovering to do for each other. So why are you so sure about me? Somebody this sure, this certain, this soon is a red flag in your eyes. But let's see. Okay, Four of Pentacles. So I feel like they do genuinely want to hold on to this connection. I also feel like you wonder, like, man, I know that this person finds me attractive. I know that they really like me, but are they holding back on certain things? I cannot see everything. What is this? Okay, because they're definitely holding on to you. Yeah, but there is an energy where they don't reveal everything. And I feel like that's why you're like wondering. They could live at a distance. You might have wondered about this person's living situation. Okay, maybe they have a child or something like that, and you wonder who they live with, because they've been kind of evasive about that for some of you guys. But with the Two of Wands, I feel like there's distance, and it could be emotional distance. Definitely tapping into the emotion distance. Okay, we have heavy Cancerian and Piscean energy here. All right, so water. I feel like you're in your feelings about this, Leo. Okay. For some of you guys, you did go through a temporary split, or this person will just randomly go ghost, and you're wondering, like, what the hell is up with that? Okay, give me more here, Spirit. What is this? I also feel like they feel as though you've been distant. Okay, King of Wands. I feel like, Leo, okay, I'm getting a heavy energy that when you met this person, or your idea of this person is that they're immature, they have a lot of growing to do, they're not somebody who's stable, but in their mind, they want to show themselves as a King of Wands, or they feel like they have that capability, right? Or else they wouldn't have showed up. So they feel like they can kind of really show you the side of them that is not so maybe sexually driven, that is not so chaotic and hasty. I feel like they want to show you a more reserved or more like a grown-up side to them. But it's like sometimes they're what is this before I say that? Okay, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it's difficult to put your finger on it here, Leo. And what's interesting is that your person finds you the same way. Okay, because with the Seven of Swords, they feel like there's a lack of trust, that you don't trust them. And because you don't trust them, there could be some trust issues with how they feel toward you. Okay, sorry for all that noise here, Leo. All right, give me more. Give me more on this King of Wands energy. What is this? Okay, give me one more. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just knew the moon was going to come out again, right under the moon. So so this is pretty heavy here. All right, with the moon card, I feel like your person is not necessarily, okay, because remember, it's still a bit early on in the reading, so I don't want to get too excited. But it's not that they hide from you, not that they have player ways. But the moon card talks about them just having to move slowly. They're very apprehensive. They're a bit fearful when it comes to love, and especially when it comes to you, because I feel like you pulled on heartstrings that they didn't know that they had for a while. Now, I also feel like this is why, Leo, you're not getting that emotional offer. You're not getting that planning from this person, right? Because I feel like it's a lot of passion, it's a lot of fun, but there's no like real planning, there's no real emotional offers here, and you're like, what the fuck is this? But for this person, they keep their distance because perhaps they've been hurt before. I feel like this person could have also done the hurting. Okay, for some of you guys, hence why there's a distinction between them at some point being a bit more immature to them actually maturing. So you could have known this person for some time. All right, if not, there's some, for whatever reason, you know this about this person. Okay. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, there's that Knight of Wands again. Give me more here, Spirit, on this person's energy. Okay, Four of Cups. Knight of Wands. Yeah, I feel like they're like, they drag their feet to give you a love offer. They drag their feet to kind of really show you this emotional capacity in the relationship. But what's so weird is like you guys are still moving forward. What is this? Yes, like you guys are still working on this. All right, but it might feel more comfortable because you're doing it in a more casual fashion. Yeah, but I think Leo, you're hoping like if this is gonna be real, like it won't be casual for long or something. That at some point they'll open up a bit more, and they very well could. But it's like right now they're not necessarily jumping through hoops to get you this love offer or to show you some crazy emotional expression here. Okay, and give me one more on this moon card because I don't. What is this? Yeah. Okay. So this is look the King of Swords. All right. I feel like this person has this level of they almost come off detached, sometimes even disinterested, and you wonder like, damn, how can they come off like that? I thought this person really likes me, and it looks like they do. There's at least tons of passion here, Leo. But when it comes to the emotions, I feel like that's just the tip of the iceberg here, because the King of Swords is not an emotional person at all. I feel like they might try to show themselves as passionate, and that's their way of showing their emotions, or as like sexually charged, or maybe they give you compliments, maybe they just like being around you, or they make you feel valuable in some way. But I think you need a bit more than that. I think you need a more emotional display than what they've been doing. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. What is this? What is this person's energy toward my Leo? Should I take all these? Okay. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have date, and right under that is outing. So I feel like overall, there is this energy where this person feels as though they need to start scratching the tip of this iceberg and actually being more forward. Now, even the date that this person takes you on will be very casual in nature. I don't see this being like a whining and dining and, oh, Leo, I love you. Like, I don't see it being anything like that. And I don't think you mind, right? Like, there might even be other people there or friends there. So it's very, I'm using the term date very loosely here. But the first card that they pulled was right person, wrong time. Okay, hence why they have this distance and they still hold back from you. I feel like they're not. So I feel like, Leo, your intuition is on point with feeling like this person is not forthright. They're not exactly as transparent as you'd like them to be. All right, and I feel like that could cause a divide sometimes, and that's why we have come back. So I feel like many times this person wants you to come back, or they don't like when you guys are at a distance. I'm also getting here, Leo, that this person will actually be vocal about that or be the first one to break the ice. Many times when you guys kind of start to divide or drift apart a little bit, like they're the first persons that want you to come back, and they figure out like, okay, like, what am I going to say to the Leo? I know the Leo's upset with me, or I know that the Leo is not going to be the one to reach out. Sure not. All right, because I feel like you might have done that in the past, Leo, and that's what has your eyebrow raised now. Like, why the fuck do they do this? Or why do they go quiet and just to come back? Like, what is up with that? I feel like you're wanting a more consistent energy. All right, and what we also pulled here, Leo, this person moves very slow. Like, I'm talking slow on the romantic front. But what is overwhelming is the level of lust. And we've been getting that all throughout here. So here's that confirmation. I'm also getting, Leo, you could have a fear, or your person knows that you have a fear that they may just be trying to, I don't know, I'm getting that bamboozlement energy, right? Like pull the wool over your eyes, make you think that this is stable when really it's just more of a lusty connection. Okay, but give me one more. Okay, we have gifts. Gifts are for show. So yeah, I feel like there's this. They could gift you with something. All right, that you don't even particularly care for some of you guys. But others of you guys, I'm getting like you might feel like this person just does things to show, not necessarily because, excuse me, Leo, not necessarily because they really want to do it or because they're really feeling that way. You just feel like they do things just to make you come back. All right, but we have a lot of moon energy here. So I just feel like your person, they're not really, I feel like they're not really letting you in fully. All right, and there was something that was let go or an idea that was let go. Okay, Leo, so I'm about to go into the extended. Now I want to get more into this person's energy. What are some things that they're hiding that you're not aware of? What are some things that they would like to tell you but really don't know how to say it yet? And also their next steps. So if you are interested in that, Leo, everything is down below in the description to the extended. See you in a minute.